Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Footballers Vloggers podcast, and Happy New Year to everyone.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Apparently, at this moment in time.
He's on now. He's on now. Okay.
He's on now. Is he going to lock us all down completely?
He's either going to lock us all down or he's going to do a new tier system which we don't understand. So.
No, it's a worry. Anyway, good evening. Obviously, it's our first podcast of the new year, so we've totally forgotten what we're doing, haven't we? We've had some football. Some of us have had football. Have we all had football over the new year, or have you had any cancelled games?
Yeah.
We've had games.
The only thing we've had today is that our training ground has now been declared unsafe until like Thursday.
Oh my God! Okay, that's nightmare. Yeah. Right, I've just introduced everybody. We've got Jake Punk Chef 41, who is Sheffield Wednesday. We've got Ben Dorr, Mr. Dorr on tour, is Nottingham Forest fan, and we've got Tyler Rowlinson, who is a Charlton Athletic fan. We'll start off with Jake, who's Sheffield Wednesday, because I do believe you've had some good results over Christmas, haven't you?
We've had some good results, and a manager sacking
all at the same time, right? Tell us all about it.
So basically, just before we had the Christmas games and New Year games, it came out that so basically he got sacked. Pulis got sacked, and 45 days in charge. That was how long it was, and he's gone. We just got a win. We were starting to look a little bit better, but there's been a disagreement between chairman and owner. Now, the chairman come out and done a 2-hour press conference all the way in Thailand and said a lot of home truths about him, a lot of home truths about Gary Monk. It's just a bit of a shite show at the moment. We know what's going to happen. So we're now looking for our third manager of the season. But we did get back-to-back wins, so that's a positive. So we beat
Derby as well.
Woo-hoo! We beat Derby. We're out of the relegation zone, and we're on positive number for a change. So that's the first time. So I'm happy. But it's just a weird time at Wednesday at the moment. I don't know what's going on.
Has somebody got Boris on? Because I can hear Boris in the background.
Yeah, sorry.
That's probably Dor. Is that you, Dor?
Yeah, it's not me that's watching it. I'm not watching Boris.
Right, so I can hear it.
All I know is it's national lockdown.
Oh, great.
Is it? National lockdown. Yeah, well, we knew it was coming because the numbers are going up and up and up, aren't they? James showed me a map actually on all the purple areas, and it's gone.
Oh, I'm in South Yorkshire. We're the only ones in like tier 3. Everywhere else around us is like tier 4, so we're like, go away, don't come near.
Wow. Oh, well, we'll be locked down. So that means schools again, does it?
I don't know. I'm hoping not, because I can't need my little one to go to Newcastle.
No, there's no tier. It's national. It is national.
Yeah.
Ryan Dunbar just quickly posted there because we're going to go to Dor. Forest Street Preston, thanks Dor. I've already thanked Dor for that actually. Yeah. So all Blackpool fans are very. We were all closet Forest fans the other day. I'm very pleased. So tell us all about your win at Preston. Pleases us totally.
What a win! If I'm honest, it wasn't a fantastic result, not a fantastic game, but we needed that win. I think the penalty was a bit dodgy, but I don't care.
Did you win on a penalty?
Yeah, Cafu's shot and one of the players dropped on the floor, and it wasn't going in, but hit his arm, and Grabbins took it and it went in, and them 3 points was vital because teams like Sheffield Wednesday, the other team from down the road, they're coming for us, and we're now 5 unbeaten, and now it's happy days so far.
Yeah. To be fair, I was really annoyed that you won. I really needed you guys to lose to make my weekend a lot better.
I was just happy. I was happy because
you can't play well now.
Right.
I would say it's started to play well. Like I think he started with Houghton. He started to sort out our defence more than anything because I said we conceded stupid goals. Yeah. But people like Joe Wall's back in defence. it's like I said, we needed him back, and now look at us, 5 games unbeaten, and it's all good so far.
Yeah, all good. Don't talk you guys in the comments saying we could probably cobble a team together from the chat to beat the Nobbers. So there you go. That's what Blackpool fans think of the Nobbers. Can you turn boys down a little bit, or is it not?
I'm not listening to it. It's someone else.
Okay. Oh, it's really quite
It's not me.
Right, we're going to move on to Tyler, who is Charlton Athletic, and not quite as happy as Dor, are we, Tyler? Tell us all about it.
I wish I knew what's gone wrong. I do know what's gone wrong, to be honest with you. It's Bowyer. It's Bowyer and his tactics. He's tactically inept and naive. He doesn't want to change anything. He sets us up negatively. 6 defensive players every time on the pitch, and against our 2 latest games on Boxing Day, Plymouth and Hull, he's playing players out of position. Our right back is playing on the left when he can't swing a ball in with his left foot. Our left back is playing right wing, which makes no sense. Our defensive midfielder is playing centre back when we've got a centre back fully fit on the bench. And I mean, before we played Hull on the Saturday, we were unbeaten in 4. We were playing shocking, but we were unbeaten in 4. And then Hull, they taught us a lesson. They played us off the park. We lost 2-0, very, very sloppy. We got a player sent off as well for lashing out and kicking one of their players. But I don't know how we're 6th. I don't know how we're still top 6. It just kind of shows how bad this division is. We're still in the top 6, but something needs to change, man. We need to play attacking football. January is going to be massive for us, man. We need to bring in pacey, youthful, athletic players to change this, because Bowyer doesn't show any sign of changing these tactics. It's just so negative and so. He's got an excuse as well. He'll have an excuse every time. He'll never change it. He'll never accept responsibility. And if it doesn't improve, like I said in my review of the whole game, then maybe a new manager does need to be considered.
It's really strange because we've played Charlton, and I thought you looked a really good team. I said on the night you looked a good team. You had that guy with the headband playing with the headband on. It was really fast, ripping us to pieces, and I thought you looked really good. You were buzzing about the football. Why has he suddenly started playing? What is this with playing left wingers on the right wing, and they're trying to cut in onto the foot? And it seems to be the modern way where you play a right winger on the left and a left winger on the right. It's just
instead of playing to what the actual feet should be. It's weird. Charlton, since he said those comments about the fans, it seems like it's gone a bit downhill. He's like,
that's exactly it. It's from that game onwards.
Opened the flood doors, and fans have gone, well, if you don't want to there, fine.
Yeah, it's just very weird, isn't it? I must admit, we played Hull and we beat Hull, and I thought Hull looked a very, very good side. They were a good side. They were probably one of the good side. Been down, and we gave everything, and we've never really got going since Hull. Really, it's been a disaster for Blackpool, which I'll talk about soon. But
it's a weird one with Hull, because a lot of the Hull fans don't want their manager there; they want him gone.
Yeah, McCann. I feel like I feel like he should have gone in the Championship, if I'm honest. Like, did you see the run they were on from January onwards last season? Absolutely horrific. I think he should have gone then, to be honest.
Do you think that's why they don't like him now? Just purely because he got them relegated? Do you think that's what it is? And
I don't even think it's that. I think it's the owners. They don't. That is a club that has literally gone. They don't want to put money in anymore. They're done. They'll put as little in as possible, and if they have to sack another person, it means they're going to have to pay him off. So they'll just keep it what it is. If he goes up, brilliant, they'll get money back. But then when they go up, will they then become that yo-yo team between Championship, League One, Championship, League One, because they don't want to throw the cash at it?
It's very weird, isn't it? Because I know when they came into Hull, is it the same ones that want to change? They changed it all to Hull Tigers.
Yeah,
and all
the Allen.
So why have they suddenly become so disinterested in it? Or was it just purely they wanted Premier League football? And since
they wanted the money from the Premiership.
Yeah, since without that, they've lost interest. It's a weird one. It's a little bit like Cardiff as well, isn't it? Where they changed themselves from the Bluebirds to the Red Dragons, which was all a bit weird.
It's the worry we had when Chansiri first came. He started changing our badge. He changed the badge to the old badge. He wanted to, like the old badge when we first had it, instead of the normal owl. We've now got that badge as our club crest.
Oh, right. That's not the same owl.
No, for years it used to be the one like that. simple as, but he changed that. And we all started to get a bit worried that he was going to do something similar to us with that. But I think Hull are one of those ones where they really wanted to stay in the Premiership, and they knew how much money they'd had in it. I've got a friend who I speak to a lot about Hull, and he said they don't want to put money in. I'm actually trying to get him to come on the show one day to talk about Hull, so I'll keep nagging him. But he, like I said, Hull's a situation where they've put the money in now. They want to sell for a huge amount, but Hull City Football Club isn't worth them a lot of money.
I like Hull away. I do.
I like Hull as a club. I think they do things right.
I prefer the pubs though. I prefer the pubs in the ground than
the pubs are really good. There's one that goes. I think Jay said one that goes downstairs somewhere, which is a really good one. Yeah, you've been there. Yeah,
I love Hull. I've been there about 6 or 7 times.
It's a nice away trip, isn't it, Hull?
I want to go. I've never been.
Yeah, no,
it's a nice place.
Yeah, nice people and everything. It's all right, Hull. Yeah, I'll just obviously touch on Blackpool now. I did mention this before Christmas that Blackpool never seem to play well at Christmas. I don't know what it is about us, and I kind of wish the games we were playing really well, and then we got 2 games cancelled. There was a Sunderland game, and another one got cancelled on Boxing Day. That was I can't remember who it was now, but it was 2 games. It just sort of like ruined our flow, and then we played Shrewsbury and we didn't play very well, and then we lost to Bristol Rovers on Tuesday, and we've lost our star sort of man, really, that's CJ Hamilton. All the pace, he's got a hamstring injury, so he's going to be out for a couple of months. We lost our goalkeeper and captain who's been off with COVID, so we had this big 6'6" giant from Reading, but he's hard to replace Maxwell. You know, although he's not as tall as him, he's a really good goalkeeper, and he's the captain, and he bosses the defense. And we didn't play fantastic. So unfortunately, we had a chance to get above Fleetwood, which we all wanted to do because we had 2 games in hand on him, and we've not got above him. And we will probably be talking to Ben later. He is doing his own show because Barton's left, hasn't he, from Fleetwood? So he's
sacked.
It's
He's been sacked, do you think?
Yeah, he got sacked.
Did he get sacked? I need Ben on really because I need to talk about it with him because it's weird because Ben really liked Barton. He was a big Barton fan and he always talked about him. And yet over the past few weeks, he's gone really against him. He just didn't like him.
By the sound, it sounds like he really annoyed a lot of the players and rubbed them up the wrong way.
Well,
and he's lost there was the stuff with Ched Evans, there was the stuff with like Paddy Madden and his reaction when he got subbed off. Ben didn't really know himself, but he felt that was the reason why. I'm a bit weirded by it and all.
Yeah, wasn't they 4 unbeaten as well?
Yeah, they were doing really well.
Because it's weird because I know Ben said he wasn't a fan of him, but what did one he like saying about give the guy a chance? Like, wasn't it like where was the league? Where was Fleetwood in the league?
10th, but they've got they haven't played. Have they? They've had quite a few cancellations, so I think they've had 3 or 4 games on the bounce cancelled. So he's got sacked without even playing a game. You know what I mean? He hasn't done anything wrong on the pitch, has he? Because they haven't played. So it's very.
They need to bring a better manager. It's like you're in for league. They need to bring.
I've said the perfect manager for them would be Paul Cook.
Yeah, but I saw on social media that Sheffield Wednesday were talking to him.
Yes and no, but I think we're probably going to go down the foreign route.
Well, you were talking about Holloway, weren't you, at once?
I wanted Holloway, yeah.
You know what? I saw
Holloway.
I seen Sheffield Wednesday. They were after
your ex-assistant.
Ex-assistant. What's his name? Bruno. Yeah, Bruno. Yeah.
Well, the rumor is that it will be him with the Barnsley manager, the old one that got relegated after like 15 games. But that seems like it's not the thing. The one I want is a German manager called Thomas Fink. Got a really good win percentage. Just left a Japanese club. due to family commitment, want to work in England. Currently just turned down the Schalke job. But with Wednesday, you never know, because Karloff was an unknown and did a really good job. Then we got Lukai in, who didn't do that great a job. And we're probably still picking up the pieces after Steve Bruce and co. We've never really managed to get it right ever since Steve Bruce left in the lurch.
Right.
And we got the situation where now it's two managers that have come out and say there's something not right. Gary Monk said it on the Tuesday after Pulis got sacked, and Pulis has said there's something not right at the club, but they've never brought it to the owner apparently. And the problem is a lot of the press conference we got, you were having to work out what was PR spin and what was actually real, kind of thing. And even though it was coming from the chairman's mouth, which you want to have it that your chairman comes out, talk to the press, let fans what's going on. This is the most we've heard from our chairman in terms of like fan interaction since he's probably been here. In the last 2 months as last year, he had a press conference in November and then had a press conference in December. And they were both like 2 to 3 hours long. So we got to know a lot of things, what was going on and what we didn't know. It's an interesting one because I don't know who Wednesday are going to attract if you've got a situation where the owner wants to manage the team and the club, but he just wants a head coach to coach the players. I think most managers these days, they want the whole package. They want to do it all or not do it at all. Like we were linked with the Cowley brothers, but I don't see that one as happening either. I don't know where Wednesday go.
I know you've posted a few things in the WhatsApp group about the goings on at Wednesday at the moment, and there was one thing where you were saying you might not even complete the season. Is it still that bad there, Jake, or do you think they're sorting it out? Because
I think we've sorted it out now. I think it's finally getting somewhere. But at the minute, there's something to say about a first-team coach who's taken the job of caretaker with an assistant manager who's the under 18s, I think, or under 23 coach, and they got 2 back-to-back wins. We won ugly against Derby. We did not deserve to win that, but we got the win.
Battered. You got absolutely
battered. But the thing is, when they have not even done an ugly win this season at all. That was our first one. And that's the kind of football you were expecting Tony Pulis to get out of us, and it just wasn't. So I don't know where we go. I'm always very, very worried when clubs sack 2 managers in one season. It doesn't seem like it makes you think there's something not right at the club. But at the same time, I'm just a fan. I'm not going to go looking for the information or anything like that, because whoever comes in, I'm going to back either way. Because at the end of the day, you back them while they're here, and when they're gone, you go, thanks for your service, see you later. And if you get to that point where you want a manager to kind of go, you have to have your reason. You've got to pick your reason. I think some people are just like, nah, it's not great, just let him go. I think with us, we've not even got a chance to see what Pulis wanted in the transfer window. He didn't even get a transfer window, which was weird. I would have thought he would have got given at least the transfer window to try and see who he wanted in. The players he wanted apparently got to the chairman, and he said he can have them. So something between the communication with Pulis and chairman just broke down.
where are you now in the league?
I think we're in 19th.
Are you actually out of the bottom 3 now?
Yeah. Well, the relegation strike.
That's an incredible feat, really.
Considering we started with -12, then -6 to get out. We're in.
Yeah, you're sort of out of it, but it's very tight down there. And I mean, down there, aren't they?
Can I say something? Because someone's in the comments, a Derby fan's in the comments, just for.
Oh, here we go.
I just thought I'd say something. Yes, hi Lisa. Forest and Sheffield Wednesday are at the bottom 3. Just thought I'd tell her. So.
Should we bring her in and give us some stick?
Yeah, go for it.
Lisa's there. Lisa, if you want to come into the
it's really tight at the bottom actually, because
it's really tight.
Wednesday and Derby are both on 19 points.
For Lisa, if you want to come in.
QPR are on 21. Nottingham Forest on 22, Birmingham on 23, and Millwall on 25. It's really tight. And the thing that I got is the talk now that Sheffield Wednesday are going to sell Jordan Rhodes to QPR.
Really?
Yeah.
Good player. I like. You know what? I hate Jordan Rhodes, but I like him at the same time.
The problem is people are like, I don't want to sell to a rival, but it's just not worked at us. And for what we made for him, we might as well make a bit of money on him because he's a free agent at the end of the summer.
Is there?
Yeah, and it's just not worked. It's one of those things. If a player's just not worked and he spent that long to try and do it, you might as well just cut your losses and go, not worth trying, because it just not worked that well at all.
I think with QPR signing Rhodes, I feel like they've now realised they've been ripped off by Macaulay Bonne. We got 2 million out of it. I have no idea how we got 2 mil, and he's sitting on the bench for him.
Yeah. Well, you see that the thinking about replacing Mark Warburton with Tim Sherwood? Anyone seen that?
I haven't seen anything about that.
No,
that came up on one of my things today that apparently he's under pressure, and Tim Sherwood, the ex-Bird manager, might be the one that would take over.
No, not sure. I don't rate him at all as a manager.
I don't.
People in the comments, do you agree? What do you think about Tim Sherwood? Like, he was awful for Spurs.
Yeah,
he sent Villa down as well. No, he's passionate. Don't get me wrong. He's passionate. What things he says, but not as a manager.
There you go. Let me share my screen for you.
Okay.
That one. There you go.
Right. Okay. Can we read that? It's a bit small.
Yeah, I can. No, sorry. Let's Ferdinand. No, don't do that.
It'd be bad if they did. I think it's a bad idea.
It's a really bad idea.
I think it could potentially relegate them.
Martin Doxey is saying that's a big no. Is Sheffield? Oh, it's Sheffield Wednesday, is he?
Sheffield Wednesday is one of mine.
Right. Okay. I mean, it's very tight there. How do you feel, relegation-wise? It's very tight, isn't it, down at the bottom of the championship?
Whoever has a bad January, February, March, it's really going to kind of test it. I think we may just get out of it now, but that all depends who comes in. This is
still no news on the takeover, the Mega Books takeover at Davies. So we're still waiting on that one. Has that all gone quiet? We'll have to find out when Lisa comes in.
I think it's gone dead. To be honest with you,
listen to me. I don't think he'll go through. I think
I don't think it will either.
Because I hate Derby, but come on, this said they'll take over in I think after Christmas. And
yeah.
Lisa, where are they, Lisa? Come on, talk to us. Talk to us, Lisa.
Yeah.
Where these rich guys? Come on, talk to us.
Martin Doxey saying that Father Time has caught up with Justin Rhodes. I think with that,
he's right. He's right. The problem I've got with Jordan Rhodes, he's not really changed the game since he was a kid. When he was a kid, he was a fast counter-attacking player and a bit of a poacher. He's lost that speed. So if you're going to play him, you need to play him as like a fox in the box, so he's going to get goals. And the thing is, we're just not playing him. He's on the bench. He's had 3 appearances this season. That's it. We had a chance to get rid of him to get him to Norwich, but our owner is very much. He wants what he wants.
Gurney says he's the only one to take over a big club, so we'll let Lisa answer that one later. She's telling us how big a club that Derby are, aren't they? The Premier League potential. I mean, they've got a nice ground, haven't they? You can't.
It's decent for what it is, for what Championship grounds are now. I'm calling out for Wednesday to do some work on ours because we still got the old pesto stand in the away end on the roof. We've still not painted it over. It looks horrible when you see the guy bit where they do the over the top thing. It's like that's such an old bit that's still not been painted.
I remember going to Wednesday actually as a kid with my dad. And I remember that it was very steep in the corner, like you wouldn't want to fall down. It's like it was really steep. The steps were, almost vertical. It was, I'm telling you, it was a scary place.
It'll be interesting to see what happens in this January, February period, especially now we're going into national lockdown, does that include football? Does that mean sport can't go ahead again?
No, I've just read it, and sports still can go ahead.
Right, that's good then.
Sports can still, because it still can go ahead.
Oh, that's good.
Southampton winning Liverpool 1-0.
Are they? Liverpool
yeah.
1-0. Bloody hell,
Winning 1-0. Yeah.
Luke Turson just said hello to Luke, who's just in the chat.
Luke out.
I saw that in your comment thing. It was hilarious.
Luke out.
What was they tell us about it, though? What
they're basically right, because there's a Forest fan called Dan Forest TV, and we're both poking fun at each other, and I put on the comments, Luke out, Dan out, and I was on a live stream, and they've done it to me as well, so we're just having fun and
it's
banter each other, but it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, so good channels now.
Yeah, and tomorrow I've got an interview with Marlon King as well, so that's good.
You're getting some really solid interviews at the minute. So.
You've got to.
How are you getting them for? What are you doing? Are you just?
I just messaged him.
You just messaged him.
Yeah, because I've got two potential ones coming as well, but it's not a.
What are you messaging on? How are you finding them? Just find their email, Twitter,
Instagram, Twitter, easy. But it's better on Instagram now. So but yeah, it's just it's fun.
I can't get my head around Instagram, if I'm being honest. It's one of the things that, and I forget about it, that I'm even on it, and then I look at it about 3 weeks later, I've got a lot of messages, and people have asked me, I'm not even read them, because I just don't go on it. I do kind of got my head around that, but Instagram just does my head,
The thing with Instagram, right, it's you can't, it's hard to contact the players on Twitter. And because, I got loads of ex-footballers following me on Twitter. They'll inbox me, blah, blah, blah. But on Instagram, it's easy to get message these footballers. So it's good. It's like Marlon King's. I don't know how Marlon King messaged me.
Oh wow!
Because like I said, he's easy.
Then again, you're getting all these interviews now, so it'll be going through the grapevine. Hey, there's a Forest lad who's doing stuff on YouTube. He's doing really good interviews. Do you want to?
Yeah, or you if I don't know, if you don't want to interview players, all I say is, because I'm a vlogger, blah blah blah. Would it be okay to interview you lot why we're in lockdown? Because all YouTubers are suffering. All YouTubers are suffering, and it's just nice. I don't know, just try it. Any YouTuber, just DM any ex-footballer that used to play for the club, because I'm just more interested in interviewing Forest players.
Yeah, I mean, Gurney's saying here that it's nice of you to give him some time, and I think they do actually appreciate, don't they? These ex-footballers in particular, because it must be weird, sort of being out of the limelight. Being a footballer, I can imagine, at the heyday and the adoration and scoring goals in front of thousands, and then when that all ends and you go selling insurance or whatever they do, and it just must be such a sort of a come down. From that excitement time of their lives, that I'm sure they love to reminisce over it, and get a little bit of,
You know what, Liam? I've got to ask a question about who was it? Who's about Billy Davies? Ryan's mentioned about Billy Davies, and he almost joined you up, didn't he? Before he came back to Forest.
Did he?
Yeah, Lee. Is Lee listening?
Billy Davies.
Yeah.
Came to No,
he almost came. When he came to Forest in his second spell,
was he thinking of going? I can't
No,
remember.
what it was, I don't know if you knew. The second spell,
he was ex-Nobber, so we wouldn't have had him.
No, what it was,
he'd gone down like a Delta Salt here.
When Farage was in charge at Forest,
yeah,
he was that close for going Blackpool, but because he Forest sacked someone. I don't know who's the sack. They sacked someone, and then Billy Davies thought, yes, Forest, what man? And he went to Forest. He was that close to joining Blackpool. He was on an interview about him going Blackpool.
Was he? I wouldn't have thought we'd have had. I just wouldn't have.
I'll try send it to you because
It might have been, but it wouldn't have been a very popular. Well, it just.
Listen. Billy Davies, he did really well with.
If when you sacked Alex McLeish or Gary Brazil, wasn't it?
Alex McLeish. Yeah, Alex McLeish. We sacked Alex McLeish. Then Billy Davies was talking to Blackpool, and he said it was that close from.
Billy Davies.
That would have been interesting.
Listen, you can't deny.
He really loved it. It's one of the highlights of Blackpool fans. Of the playoff win where we actually, we stuffed it up. Billy Davies. I've just got Sharky coming. I'm going to bring him into.
Oh, here we go. Newcastle talk. He's not on. Everyone go sleep.
By the way, I saw you think about Deep Bruce going to Sheffield Wednesday. You can keep him.
Oh no! He has to go. Time's up. Please leave. I do not want another depressing repeat of 2020 or 2019. However long he's been here. Please, no.
Can you get rid of him? It's like.
By the way, Happy New Year to everyone. Hope you're all doing good.
Happy New Year.
If you're just watching the show and you've not met Sharky before, it's Toon Army TV as a Newcastle United fan, and he will talk about Newcastle United for the next 5 hours. So it's great to.
I think I might have retired from that, mind. I haven't done it for ages. There's no takeover talk. It's finished. It's done.
I was put on one of your live streams. I think it started at 8 and it was still going at 1 o'clock in the morning, wasn't it?
Oh, man, honestly, the amount of caffeine I needed after that. I mean, they were still talking. I'm like, I'm gone. By the way, lads, I'm doing I'm on Toon Review. It's like another channel. I'm going on there about 9 o'clock, so I can chat for about 20 minutes. I thought I'd pop in and see how he's all doing.
Ben's coming on at 9 because he's, as you probably heard, Joey Barton has left Fleetwood today, so he's doing a sort of a live stream on that. He's got loads of people wanting to know.
Have you made friends now? Are you made friends? Are you friends now?
What, me and Ben?
Yeah, the last time you wouldn't join. I don't know what happened.
Oh, there was some. Yeah, there was he wasn't very happy because he'd had a bit of a reaction to a goal, and a few people had made a bit of fun out of it. Obviously, Blackpool fans, and we mentioned it, but it was all in fun. I think he understands it's all in fun. I mean, it's great, if you get people doing memes on you on Twitter, it's very good for your channel. You know what I mean?
Who's going to take the job?
Say again.
Who's going to take the Fleetwood job?
No idea.
I don't know, but I was surprised with Ben because he was a big Joey Barton fan. He really was. And then over the last few weeks, he's gone off him, and yet they haven't played any football. He's been sacked really with. It's all sort of behind the scenes stuff, I do believe, because they got rid of Ched Evans, didn't they?
I personally think
when he comes on, he'll tell us all about it. I'm sure he'll be ranting about it.
I personally think Paul Cook's a good fit for that job. He's done good.
Well, I don't know. I think Paul Cook could do a good job at Sheffield Wednesday. Oh, by the way, congratulations on a K. Thank you, mate.
Very much appreciated.
We got 1,000 now.
I know how hard work it is.
Brilliant.
I was on 900 on New Year's Eve, and then I'll hit a K today.
Just keep smashing it. I know Doe was saying, I overheard saying it is tough for us YouTubers. It is because we can't go to games. But just keep cracking on.
That's great news. So if you haven't subscribed to Punk Chef 41, do subscribe to him. He's got over 1,000. So that's it is hard to get that.
Wow, you got 1K, didn't you?
Yeah, I got 1K today.
Well done, mate.
Thank you.
Oh, by the way, you can start getting paid as well. I think from a K subscribers you can get paid.
And all that sort of stuff. It takes you.
It's about time,
to make millions.
I've literally got. When they did it where everyone was monetized.
Yeah.
They cut the monetization out. They literally 55 quid in my AdSense, and they killed it when I was just about due some, and the payout is 60. I'm like, you sods.
Oh man, honestly, I only worked my monetization. Was it like last year? I think it was April time. So I must have got a K like back in it must be 2018 because I started in 2017. And honestly, they gave us over 200 quid. Because I monetized all my videos, like the match day experiences, my reviews, previews, whatever, and all that money was like backdated. So I'm like, oh, get in, like a couple hundred quid. Cheers.
Yeah, but you don't get a lot, do you? It's like I am.
Do you know what it is though? Like for me, when I do YouTube, it's all about just like doing it for the sake of the love of the club. Like if you get a subscriber, great. If no one likes it, that's fine. I don't get all worked up. No,
But
I
you
mean,
do put a lot of. It does cost quite a bit of money to do this. You know what I mean? It's
Oh, yeah.
not something that's free. It takes up a lot of time, a lot of hours editing, all the rest of it. And
Try explaining it to your wife, YouTube. That's fun.
when you what?
Try explaining it to your missus. That's fun.
Yeah. So I'm not so bad with Jane because she's sort of, you know,
I'm not too bad with my lass.
she's
very,
doing
very
lots of
understanding.
herself. She's got a blog and all this sort of stuff. So
Who has everyone got in the FA Cup this weekend? Because it's FA Cup week.
We got Cardiff.
We're out.
we're going out on Saturday as well. I'm on the TV for everyone to laugh at as well, so which is great.
Who you got?
we've got the baggies. We've got West Brom.
We've got Arsenal. We've got the holders.
We got.
Oh, smash them! I hope you smash.
No, they're no. We are honestly. We are. I know we've got a what was a draw against Liverpool. I don't know how. Man City we got beaten. Leicester we got beat the other day. Honestly, it's not good. We're going to get. They're turning a corner as well. We're going to get smashed. We really are. And by the way, I'm so glad it's on free TV so everyone can see how bad of a football we play. It's really bad. I'm so glad it is.
What channel is it on?
BBC One. There you go. Just honestly get your popcorn out because it could be a laugh. This one.
Yeah, we
Could be a
got
laugh.
Forest were on BT.
Who you got?
We've got Cardiff. We're on BT 3, 4 or something.
Is that because it's against Cardiff and they don't really?
Listen to me. We should have Sky Sports or something like that.
Yeah, but they don't have the FA Cup, do they?
Oh,
Honestly,
yeah,
I don't know how our football gets enough airtime. It really shouldn't. I mean, Steve Bruce does not deserve any airtime from the TV.
He's a great manager. Keep
in your division, he is definitely 100%.
In Championship, he's a fantastic mate.
Yeah, he is. I'll give him that.
He's very much like Neil Warnock, where Warnock is very good in the Championship. Getting to Premiership level, he's nowhere near.
He can't do the Premier League, unfortunately. He really can't.
And it's a shame for him because it being his like boyhood club.
Well, actually, I say that he could probably do mid-table. I'd give him that, and he's got some good players which he's trying to ruin. However, in terms of like being a successful Premier League manager, in terms of like top 10, top 7, he cannot do it. He really cannot. Is
there any chance of getting him out, Sharky?
Say that again.
Is he sort of stuck there, or?
Oh yeah. Basically, he come out with it was after what game was it now? Was it Fulham? I can't remember. The remit is just to stay in the Premier League. Now you're looking at your manager to give you a bit of hope. I understand like the club Mike Ashley's ambition is just to stay in the Premier League, isn't it? Like just to make as much money as possible. Now you don't want your manager coming out repeating what the owner wants. You know, you want to try and exceed expectations. Like you want to do I'm not saying we're going to win the league. That's not what I'm saying. Or we're going to do this or do that. But you want to. Every season, you want to go into the season with a bit of hope that maybe we could do something out of the ordinary, or get top 6, get top 7 like we did with Pardew, or we could get top 8, top 10, whatever. But to say all the remits just to stay in the Premier League, what's that say to the players? Do you know what I mean? The players have got no motivation to play.
Who would you like to see coming in? Sure.
Anyone who's got half a brain cell who actually knows how to play attacking football, that'd be great.
You're so harsh on him, man.
Oh, honestly, we get I say I'm harsh, but to be honest, the football is dreadful. I mean, honestly, have him for a match and you'll understand. The thing is, we get proclaimed on the media, we're so ungrateful, this, that, and the other. We're not. We just want a bit of hope. Do you know what I mean? It's not. You don't just want to stagnate in mid-table. I get it if you're a promoted side and you've never been in there before, but Newcastle, come on, that's not what you should be doing. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not for one demanding that we should win the Premier League. I don't think that's not what the fans are saying, and the media get it all wrong. Any club that's in the Premier League wants a little bit of hope. Burnley now, they've got a takeover. They've got a little bit of hope now of pushing on. That's an example.
Gurney's in the chat here talking to you. He says, "Be careful what you wish for, Jordan."
Yeah, I was about to say
honestly, I'm at the point now where I think we will potentially go down if we keep playing the way we're playing.
Really?
We're in big trouble. Oh, we are. Big trouble. I mean, you look at the Premier League table, I think we're 8 points off Fulham, but if Fulham start picking up some results... Oh, by the way, Sheffield United. Our next game is Sheffield United, and they haven't won all season. Well,
you know
we'll do a derby.
No. I want Sheffield United to get more points. I don't care. Derby are not.
Oh no. This is what I'm saying, though. I think Sheffield United will beat us. They'll be their first win of the season. We will do what we did against Derby. Hadn't won a game all season.
Shocking. Sheffield United are shocking.
Sorry.
Sheffield United are
sorry.
No.
Sharky, you just sold Aaron to Huddersfield.
Has that just happened now?
It seems like it.
The lad's got talent. He's got talent, but he can't get a game. He's not in the 25-man squad.
Gurney says he's doing okay due to his budget. He reckons his budget is not a lot on Newcastle, so he's doing well with his budget.
I mean, the thing is that the January transfer window, I think I've been told it's loan deals, but I don't even think that'll happen. I think it'll just be outguns for those who couldn't get in the 25-man squad. It's just, there's just nothing there. Yes, you might look at us and think, we're not a bad side, we can defend really well and whatnot, but you want to see something in the final third, and there's just nothing there. Even against Leicester yesterday, there's nothing. Man City, there's nothing. Liverpool, there's nothing. Yes, we defended well and got a point, but you want a little bit of hope, don't you? I know fair enough, there's other clubs that go through worse off treatment, but honestly, it's so tiresome to watch.
It'd be interesting to see who you would bring in, because the whole thing with the Newcastle job, it's always seen as nobody wants to work for Mike Ashley, but then they do.
You're 100% right. Like, no one wants to work for him, but then they think, actually, it's a big club. It's got a big stadium. They've got good fan base. But they're in the Premier League, so that there's a chance. But then Mike Ashley, it'll always be false promises to the point where they'll work for so long and then they'll just get sick of him and then they'll leave.
To be fair, Martin just put
the owner at the end of the day.
I do understand when people say watch what you ask for, because obviously, like, for example, Sheffield Wednesday, Forest, all these clubs have been in the Championship a long time, and it can happen to us. And I'm not saying if we go down, we've got a divine right to come back up, because I understand how tough the Championship is, and we've got back in the Premier League like twice, like bouncing back.
Yeah.
But I don't think if we go down again, which I'm hoping it doesn't happen. But if it does, I don't think we'll bounce back straight away. The Championship for me is getting ever so competitive.
To be fair, Martin's right here though, in the chat, it was really good for us. The only thing that was bad for us is that the Newcastle job came at the right time for us and the wrong time for us. I think with Steve Bruce, we probably could have pushed on a lot more.
I think you would have got up with Steve Bruce. I think you would have done something. You would have just rolled his sleeves up and got on with it. That's what I'm saying. Steve Bruce is not a bad Championship manager, but for where Newcastle are in the Premier League, I think we want to be kicking on. Want to see a bit of better football. But it's one of them at the minute. We've got the pandemic as well. Like, who's going to come in? Mike Ashley does, pretty much everything on the cheap. By the way, I was going to ask you about, I haven't spoken to you for a while. What happened to Tony Pulis? Because he was only there for a few weeks.
Right. Short story is, it seems like him and chairman have fallen out. Big style.
Oh, dare you. Handbags.
So basically, what got said is Tony Pulis turned around to chairman and said, with his lawyer, said, I'd like it to be a mutual agreement that I'm kind of thing and not a sacking. Chairman gone, what you on about? Do you not want to be here? And he'd gone, well, I want this. He got given the players he wanted in January. The list was there. But he seemed like he was trying to turn bits of people at the club against the chairman.
So what? So are you good that he's left? And if anything, who do you want? Who do you think Sheffield Wednesday could get?
I'm good that the way it's happened and that we've become a little bit of a laughing stock again with
That's
it.
us as well.
But personally, I want Paul Cook. I think he would do a good job for us.
Yeah, I think so as well.
There's a German manager called Thomas Fink who's got a very good record. I did a video on it the other day with who's lined up for it. The Cowley brothers, I don't think will touch a 10 football. Paul, I think the
rivalry as well. Used to be Huddersfield manager as well, so that might not go down well.
Yeah, and it's a weird one. This next appointment, he got to get it right.
Steve Bruce is ready and waiting.
Yeah, but he fell out with very big style.
With the way it's
going, he probably did. To be fair, he falls out with pretty much everyone.
Yeah. Go on.
Jake, question, you know your stand. Why has it got your owner's name on it?
We were trying to avoid FFP. Shush.
I was watching the game, right?
You say that.
That's why we got Chad Theory across our shirts as well.
Do you know what, though? I would rather that than Sports Direct plastered all over the stadium. Honestly,
I was watching the game, right? I looked at it and went, "Why have these got the whole name on it?"
Basically, I think it was a way of doing FFP, and at the time we were trying to get sponsorship in, and I think he used his family name to do the sponsorship. Kind of a bit like Fawaz.
Yeah. Same Fawaz.
Didn't Oyston do the same for Blackpool? Didn't he have his name across the stadium as well? I'm sure he did. Or part of it, like the Oyston family or something.
Yeah, it's a weird one at Wednesday at the minute, because for me personally, it's been great for the channel because I think that's what really boosted my numbers and got me a lot of content out of it. But as a fan, it's like, can we just be normal and do things normally and not have to have a 2-hour press conference from Thailand? Because covering a 2-hour press conference when you got a 3-year-old going, Daddy, I want to do this, like, I want to not watch this press conference person. But I got to.
It was funny, right? I'm going to tell you this for you, Tyler, because do you know Fawaz nearly brought your club?
Oh, Christ.
Yeah, he nearly brought your club. But what it was, one of Fawaz's friends, he put it on social media about it, and that blowed up, and Fawaz fans went straight to hashtag blah blah. Don't do it, Charlton. And
who's worse though, Fawaz or Mike Ashley?
Fawaz.
Are you sure?
Fawaz.
John Mike Ashley. John Mike Ashley.
Listen to me. Fawaz is the worst owner ever.
Worse than the Pinkies, you think, at Blackburn Rovers? They're not good either, are they? They're
no. Right, Fawaz, he wanted to be the chairman. He wanted to be the owner. He wanted to be the finance director. He wanted to be he was picking the team. He was doing everything.
This is what
Blackburn haven't quite recovered though. Have they since they've gone relegated? They went to League One, but obviously they've just sort of just stayed in the Championship and they've never really gone back up. So they can happen.
These are the ones that Wigan are good either, do they? The ones that are taking over Wigan that want to
be fair, do we all remember when the whole situation happened with Blackburn Rovers kind of thing?
Yes.
Yeah,
The chicken on the pitch.
Look at how they've actually managed to actually make it work now.
Yeah, it's weird because
it does show you if they get the fingers out and they're willing to listen and do the right things, it can work. But the fans have to deal with that building part. And
what's happening? What's happening with what's happening with Wigan Athletic? Because it just seems like every week they're still in this mire of no owner. Yeah, they're still like pulling out results.
I don't even know. I don't even know what's happening.
It's weird. Well, this owner came in, bought them, and then just them relegated, didn't he? And he just got them relegated straight away. And then he put the ground up for sale, the training ground for sale.
So I just found something. So administrators admit Wigan Athletic remain in limbo on off the field while EFL continues to rule over the Spanish takeover. So it's a case of the EFL trying to see if they're fit and proper to take over.
But didn't that collapse though? I heard that collapsed?
That was today, apparently.
Does that come out today?
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, like, if that's collapsed, how are Wigan still like operating as a club? Like, where are they getting the money from?
I don't know.
Good question.
It's just weird. I'm
By the way, like I like Wigan as a club, but I'm just saying, like, where are they getting all this financial power from?
I don't mean.
There's news coming out from Derby. About they've had a COVID outbreak.
Same as us.
What's happening with their takeover? What's happening with their takeover? I'm sure they were meant to be. Is that still in the air?
No one's buying them.
We're waiting on legal.
No one's buying them.
Ryan is saying that you're all talking about these people, but we had the oysters and they were just like flipping heck.
To be fair,
they were awful.
I think everyone
is a darling. He'll tell you George Reynolds wasn't much better.
Oh yeah, he was really bad at Dalton. Yes,
I mean he just built them I don't know. He was weird because he built them a 25,000 seater stadium, didn't he?
What's the point in that?
Amazing. Which is like bankrupt everything. And
I've been at Darlow and they do not have that big of a population. I'm sorry.
How did he build that huge, massive?
That's what I'm saying. I've been at Darlow plenty of times, and honestly, they don't have the fan base for 25,000 people in it. No.
I remember there was an interview with George Reynolds. It was before one of the Blackpool games. He was talking about getting Darlington promoted. I think they were like at that time in the 4th division. And he said, all we need to do is, we just need to get promoted into 3rd division and then promoted into the, championship and then the premiership. And he kind of made it sound like it was dead easy. You know what I mean?
I mean, I get Bournemouth. I get Bournemouth did that. I get Bournemouth did that because they had a proper structure. Whereas like Darlington, they've just like come from nowhere. Do you know what I mean? Then they just went the complete opposite.
Yeah, 1,000. Ian's saying 1,800 average attendance. They got a 25,000 seater stadium. Which
on that attendance, how on earth do you afford to keep that stadium going?
By that,
how do you keep it going?
It's just
insane.
Well, they're in the conference. I'm not quite sure which league they're in.
They've got a different ground now because I remember going there a couple of years back for a friendly. And well, actually, that's the only ever time I went to that big ground, and I think we absolutely annihilated that first team with our reserves.
Oh, they're not
yeah,
what stadium now. Ian will probably be able to confirm.
It's a different ground.
Oh, is it? I thought they got back to the big stadium, but must be wrong.
Yeah, Dor, when did Fowers want to buy us, or when was he interested?
Oh, when was it? When was it? I don't know when it was. But basically, right, they went
Lads, I'm going to go now. Sorry to interrupt, because like I said, I'm in a podcast. But I wish you all happy New Year. We'll be in properly next week for a longer chat.
Always nice to have
you. Well, lads.
Happy New Year.
See you soon.
So basically, right, they went for a tour around the club, which I think he was on sale, and then one of his mates took a picture, he put it on Twitter, and then it all went loose. Everyone Forest fans were saying, "Huh?"
2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago. 2 years ago, and
that was when De Châtelet was trying to sell us.
Yeah. And basically, who was it? I think because it was a private confidential agreement. Because of that picture, Charlton said no.
Killed it.
But to be fair, I'm happy that he didn't get him because he's awful. Don't get me wrong, right? He spends loads of money. But
does everyone remember what happened with like Bradford when they were in the Premiership? Did anyone actually hear about the stories like that? Because they didn't own the pitch, they didn't own the seats, they didn't own the carpets. Everything was on credit.
What was it?
Like the club structure was credited.
Just go back to Ian Barron of Darlington fan. Just put this up just so we know. So he says, "Hi guys, Darlington FC were made bankrupt in 2011, reformed in 2012. I've had 3 promotions and I currently a fan-owned National League North club.
Get in.
They've promoted 4 leagues, and just to confirm, they are ground sharing with the local rugby club at Blackwell Meadows. So there we go.
I like the idea of fan ownership.
Yeah,
it's done right.
It's fantastic. Yeah, if you can do it. But Martin Dux is here saying there is spending, but you've got to spend it, not spend it in the wrong areas. You've got to spend it on the right things, isn't it? It's no good.
That's where we go wrong.
Silly, stupid signings. I mean,
sometimes they spend way too much money. 8 million for Jordan Rhodes, and we're probably about to sell him for just 2 million, and he's not done it.
I mean, that's just bad. I mean, honestly. I mean, can you imagine losing £6 million on something? I mean, I can't even imagine making £1 million in the first place, but to actually lose £6 million.
It's like going out for a night out, realizing you've got 20 quid, and then you go to a bar and you're 20 quid gone, and you're like, well, that's my night done.
Yeah, it's just honestly, sometimes the finances in football, I don't get it. I don't think I ever will. I don't think I'll ever.
Has anyone listened to spend? Like Kieran Maguire's podcast on the football finance side, the one who's the big finance dude. Listen to it; it's eye-opening at times with where the finances are and what goes where. It's the situation we went through. We spent a lot. We gambled. First 2 seasons, we went for broke. We tried to do it, got to the playoffs final one, got to playoff semi-finals, and it didn't work. And now we're playing catch-up because we didn't cash in on the players like Fortieri, Fletcher, Westwood. We didn't turn it over. While Chansiri's been here, our transfer out is... Hey, I can hear myself.
Sorry.
All right. While Chansiri's been here, we've only made 7 or 8 million on transfers out. But we spent 30-40 million transfers in.
Unbelievable, isn't it? It's ridiculous. Ian Barron saying, I mean, it just brings you down to earth, doesn't it? The Darlow fans have raised over £1.5 million to make Blackwell Meadows.
Wow.
That's just by the fans. I mean, they deserve to do well, don't they? With that sort of, with that passion for your club, and say they're going to get 1,800 and they managed to raise 1.5 million. But it's a little bit similar to AFC Wimbledon as well. They've done amazing. I mean, that ground that they've, where they've come and where they were down, they've come all the way back, and now they've just built a new stadium, and they must be sick. There's no fans going in it, but I don't know.
it's why what I kind of like with Brentford as well, their new stadium.
Yeah.
So I'm very much of the like fan-owned model like they do in Germany where fans have something. But the problem I have with fan ownership, especially in the UK, there's so many idiots at fans who will be calling for stuff like, we need an AGM now, this isn't working. It's like, it doesn't work like that.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean?
I wouldn't like to own a football club if I'm being honest. Like, you know, Simon for Blackpool, he's making sure he's keeping his distance. He's doing lots of good stuff, but he's
that's what I want my chairman to do. I want my chairman to be owner of the club, then hire a chairman like Tottenham do, let him pay all the bills and let the chairman do the basic running of the football club. You can still have your big toy and your big kind of, this is my football club, parade it as much as you like, I don't care. But have someone else run it who knows football. That's our problem. Our chairman and owner does not know football. He's not a football. He's got all these advisors and he pays and stuff, but they're advising him wrong.
Yeah, it sounds crazy.
He turned around and said, in the thing, said, I hope we don't go into financial fair play again. Said, I don't want you to hope. I want you to make sure we don't. It's on you to make sure we don't go into financial fair play.
Tyler's got a great owner now, haven't you? You've got this new guy in. You're all pretty happy with him, aren't you?
Sangard. I think with Sangard, I think he knows football as well. I think he's owner. He wants to be CEO as well. So right. I think he's like the main like run of the football club, and he knows football. I just wish he didn't have social media. I just wish he didn't have, because he's on Twitter all the time. The stuff he's getting tagged in and stuff is just, it's kind of like leave it out. You know what I mean? Because he tweeted something like after our loss to Hull, and there's Charlton fans going, at Thomas Sangard, pick your next new manager. And there's photos of Paul Cook and Cowley brothers. And I'm like, what are you doing? And I'm just like, I'm half just open like, Thomas, just get off Twitter, please.
Farage was the same. Farage was exactly the same.
Best staying off that, aren't you? I mean, you could say that to Donald Trump as well, couldn't you? You're best staying off all that blooming social media. It doesn't do you any control, does it?
I think twisted. You get owners that want to be seen and they want to be heard and they want to show that they've got a connection with the fans. Well, the best way to get a connection with the fans is run the club properly, and they say, the better example was Leicester's owner. They bought a beer at half time in that season. They won. They did so much for them to say, thank you for this. This isn't our title. It's yours. And they ran it so well. And you just want your owner to do the due diligence as an owner. But it's very true. Football business is different than any other business. Like our chairman was saying, I've lost lots of money in this. And I was like, well, you bought a football club. They don't make money. They lose money. If you haven't realised that football clubs don't make money, that's your problem. And I love our chairman. Don't get me wrong.
Can we just change the subject a little bit? Because I know the transfer window. The transfer window is open now.
Yeah.
And what's everyone thinking about? What players you want? What players you want out?
I want a manager first, but I don't think I'm going to get that. We've been told that players are coming in without a manager or not, so that kind of worries me.
You can take some of 5 players if you want.
I'll have a right back and a left back. I know you got lots of that.
You can have. We've got about. I'm a left back. We've got 5 left backs.
Can we have 2 left backs and we'll give you Jordan Rhodes?
I'll take Jordan Rhodes. I don't care. I like him.
Forest and Wednesday. You don't need to do transfer negotiations. Door and out, we'll do it. We'll get it all sorted.
Jake, don't Wednesday have loads of centre backs?
We did. They're all in our treatment room.
Oh, great. Because we need one.
Our injury situation is insane.
Tyler, you can take one of 5 centre backs. We've got about 10 centre backs.
Oh, Christ.
You could go to Stoke and take Morgan Fox back if you want.
Oh God, no. I'd rather stick with Purrington, and that's saying something.
Sorry, Tyler, talk. You talk.
I was going to say Stoke have got that centre back. What's his face? Liam Lindsay.
Yeah,
they've got him, and I think there's a few clubs chasing him. I think he's been left out of their squad actually. A lot of Charlton fans want him in. He's very good at League One level. I'll take him.
Oh, here we go.
Hello, mate.
Oh, everyone, let's go away, people. Let's go. Look how happy he is.
I'm not happy, but
Can we just take a minute, right? Look at the hair, right? First of all, right, all my plans for today was I'll go for a pint of milk and go for a run. I didn't even get the pint of milk, right? So, before I get sacked, I'll be honest with you, for about a couple of weeks, I've been thinking, I said to my dad, he's going to go here. He's going to go. Like, and then I'm thinking, right, as he left, I'm trying to find information now, make a video, and then make it. Have a stream plan for 6 o'clock. Then Uni gets in touch. You submitted your Uni document to the wrong place. I've deleted it. I can't find it anywhere. My dad has to go and upload it for me. And then they have to run on a stream at 8 o'clock. Now I'll be here. Tell you something, lads. You've not doing anything for the Barney on the stress levels. Put it that way.
What's going on with Tyler there? What's happening there?
We just announced the new striker.
Who?
Got a new striker in. Ronnie Schwartz.
Who?
He's in. Ronnie
Who?
Schwartz. Some Danish striker. We've been after him for a long time. Huh?
Was he the one you were going on about a few weeks ago?
Yep, that's a done deal now.
Wow, that's good news, isn't it?
Come on, it's funny, right? Because I was on an app and I looked at Cov Vlog's new video and went, oh, I bet this is Barton. And I looked at it and went, bloody hell, you're happy.
I wasn't happy. No, I'll be honest with you. Barton, obviously, anyone doesn't know.
Barton's
been sacked. He's not left. He's been sacked.
But you liked Joey Barton.
You liked him.
You liked him.
Let me explain.
Go on, explain Barton.
As a person, loved him. Brilliant guy. Top man with me. Couldn't have asked for a better bloke to speak to. Which, you know, Joey Barton, that sounds crazy, but he was different to the Joey Barton that everyone else knew. Yeah. But the performances wasn't good enough. The tactics wasn't. So I think we were 1-0 up against Wigan, and that was the final straw for me. And that's where the paper went. We brought 3 defenders on, took our front 3 off, defended for our line.
Defended for about 30 minutes.
Yeah, but 4 games unbeaten.
Right, yeah, but listen to me, Daw. Let me speak, Daw.
Come on.
I've not asked for him out, by the way. I've not asked for him out. However, we are 4 games unbeaten. Yeah. Ched Evans situation. You know, he goes out, treats Ched like that, has to pay Ched out of the club. You know, had arguments with several of the players. You know, that's been reported. And I just think now was probably, I think the end of the season will be a right time to let him go. I expect at the end of the season, but now I'm surprised. We've not played for a while. Daw mentioned it, we're 4 unbeaten. But I mentioned in my video, we're not 4 unbeaten like we're 4 unbeaten, if you get what I mean. We were lucky in 3 of those to be unbeaten, you know. Right. For example, we scored 5 against Plymouth. Since then, we played 7 games, we scored 4 goals, had 11 on target, right? You know, it's not great because, yes, that's not a bad tally, but Fleetwood in those times, I played Swindon in the relegation zone. They played Wigan in the relegation zone. Blackpool, yeah, tough game. I'll have that. I don't mind that. But not to have a shot against Blackpool at home, poor. And then we played Portsmouth, tough game. And then Crewe away, you know, fairly tough game. But I thought end of the season would have been okay. But still comes a bit of a shock to me. I wish Joey Barton nothing but the best. But now's the right time. We can bring in a good manager, hopefully. And the Cowley brothers is probably my biggest aim, or Chris Beach at Carlisle.
That's a good shout, Cowley brothers.
Chris Beach, I don't know if you remember, Lee. He used to play for Blackpool back in the day. You probably would have been about 50 years old about them, wouldn't you, Lee? I'm only joking. And,
far off.
But no, Barton again, we wish him luck. I think sometimes his tactics are poor. Previous weeks have been horrendous. And his press conferences haven't always been the greatest. But I wish him luck. Top man with me. We go on. And when I saw the news, I was gobsmacked, really, mate.
So what's been the feeling on your live podcast tonight from Fleetwood fans? Everybody happy?
Well, some are, some aren't. You know, it is a bit sad when you change your manager, I'll be honest with you.
He's been there for a while as well, hasn't he?
Yeah, to be fair,
I didn't realise how long he's been there.
One thing with Fleetwood I can pride ourselves on, that we've had 7 managers in the EFL. We've been in the EFL, I think, 9 years now, 8-9 years. And to be fair, of those appointments, Presley was there 8 months, till the end of the season. Sheldon was there only a couple of months. Apart from that, it's like Sheffield Wednesday. You've had 6, but you had 1 that was there for 3 years.
Yeah.
So if you take that away, you've had 5 in 3 years. It seems a bit of a circus. Because Martin was there 2.5 years. We had Rosler there for 1.5 years. We had Alexander there for, I think, 2.5 seasons. So it does feel a bit sad. I'll be honest with you. I did say to my dad, I can't, this football, man. I'm not being funny. It's frustrating looking at it. Like, we can't hold on to a lead. We can't defend. His tactics are a bit stale. And I think the thoughts of, it's about time we moved on, get a new manager. And on my streams, I said it against Crew, was the last time I streamed the Fleetwood Watch Song, and I said, with a squad of Paul Coots, Glenn Whelan, Callum Camps, Paddy Madden, Ched Evans, Barry Mackay, Josh Morris, Danny Andrew, Mulgrew, Connolly. So Fleetwood be 10th in the league and be 5-6 points off the playoffs with when game in hand do happen. No, they should be in the playoffs with that team. And we aren't. We're underachieving. And I think that's got to have something to do while he's left.
Now, has Ched Evans actually left? Because I'm seeing that people are saying he's not actually left, or is he gone, or is he actually not left?
Go on, what are you going to ask? Because I'll answer both questions at the same time.
Who do you want as new manager? Because I was saying, like, Fleetwood, we're Fleetwood in the league.
We're 10th, but I think 11th or 12th on PPG. So the good thing is now we're in a good position with a new manager. Hopefully a new manager bounce will click us back into place. And then it's got to be a stable manager bounce. You know what I mean? Where it continues. But hang on, Dor. I Sabri, mate. We've not complaining about you. You should come to Fleetwood so we can have you back talking about you. No. First of all, Ched Evans, his press conference is like, I've got 3 chickens, but I let them go. I've got no chickens now, but I've just bought 2 more. That's how it comes across. So he says, Ched Evans has left the football club, he's left the building, but he won't ever play for me ever again while I'm at this football club. And he's still at the club. Like, Joey, mate, I'm not being funny. I know I'm a simple man, but I can't understand you. He's still at the club. I think he'll still leave and go to Preston. Shame that. But I believe he'll be going to Preston unless we can pull off a miracle, because I don't think we have the funds to, pay him off, because we'll have to pay his wages off. We'll have to pay Barton's wages off, Mangan's wage budget off, Clint Hill's budget off. So that's quite a lot, bringing a new manager in. So I think it'd be difficult to, keep Ched now. A new manager, Cowley will be a shout, Heckingbottom, decent shout. Cook, I don't think we can get him. Holloway, not a chance, because I think he's done in management. I really think he's done. His time at Grimsby, he looked downbeat, and he looks much better on the press conference. So it's going to be a hard few days. I'll keep looking at the bets, but if we get Paul Ince, Simon Grayson, or Stephen Presley, I'll just walk towards the light.
So Derby
people are asking if they can phone in. They can phone in on the number on the screen. I'm not quite sure how it works with more than one phoning in, Jake. Do you know if you get like a few?
You have to have one phone in, end it, and then the other person phone in. So,
so it's just one at a time. We can't have you waiting.
Lisa just turned around and said that Derby training ground is now shut to a COVID outbreak, and she blaming us.
Can I just say, by the way, for some people asking in the stream, Barton hasn't been told to leave. Barton hasn't left. He's been sacked. Pilly put on his Twitter thing. I'll read you the tweet now that Andy Pilly put on Twitter before. Very interesting tweet. I'm very brave of him to, come out. And Pilly, I always believe in Andy Pilly when he's sacked a manager, and he's always sacked him for the right reasons. So Andy Pilly's tweet today, let me just find it. I'd like to put on my record, thanks to Joey Barton for the job he's done during his time at Fleetwood Town Football Club. I'm sure going to have a hugely successful career. Today's decision was a tough one for me to make, but I felt now was the right time for the club to go in a different direction. So that tells you everything, that he's been sacked. Tactics, results haven't been the greatest in previous weeks. We haven't been scoring a lot. We haven't been looking like we're getting any results. And he's not even got our season started yet. Chuckle Brothers,
It could give you the new manager bounce to push on to get to the playoffs.
Yeah, but with Fleetwood, we don't normally go for manager for a short period of time, apart from when we had Sheridan to literally keep us up. Here's 200 grand. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
I think I've got a caller coming in. Have we got? Oh no, it's ended. I don't know. They keep trying to phone in. I don't know why it's not working. I've got Sam Fielding in the chat saying, "Great speaking, Ben. We've just spoken about the matter, and it's one that will have a mixed opinion." Yes, I think he's right there.
Ben, who do you want as a manager?
I keep going around the houses with it. You know what I mean? Cowley Brothers. I know I've said them.
Cowley Brothers.
Say Bowyer, please. Say Bowyer.
Heckingbottom. I want someone out of work because it's cheaper and you get better. My mind was always Chris Beach, but I don't think he'll leave Carlisle. Why would he? The top of the league, the flying, first managerial job. You know, he wants to stamp his authority. Could be there. Heckingbottom could be there. Gus Poet's been mentioned. Duff at Charlton has been mentioned. If we could go for anyone that's in a job now, I'd go for someone in League Two. Michael Flynn at Newport. What a job he's done there. And
I won't be happy with you.
Pardon?
Mark won't be happy with you.
Oh, I know, but fantastic manager. But it'll be interesting to see who we get in now. I'm surprised at the news. I'm a bit taken back, I'll be honest with you. It's not often I'm speechless, put it that way.
Oh, Dave. But I think it's like when I seen it, I thought it was a bit weird. Like 4 games unbeaten. I know that I've seen so many streams that his football's not being great, but I don't know.
It's not results based, though. I don't think it's down to the last 4 results. I think it's down to the squad morale. What was going on? I think they might have had a little bit of a fallout. The Evans situation will come in. Maybe the court case at the end of the year might have a call, but I don't think it's down to the last 4 games.
Mm.
I'm not being funny.
Idiot call.
With Dorman and Rampage and Lee trying to work out technology in 2021.
Liam Barnett says he may be speaking out of turn as his knowledge on the lower leagues in England is limited, but isn't 10th in the League One pretty much where you would have expected to be? What do you think on that? Ben, was 10th in the league what you'd be happy with at the start of the season?
No, absolutely not. And again, I mentioned the squad: Duffy, Coots, Whelan, Camps, Morris, Madden, Evans, Burns, Connolly, Mulgrew, Andrew, Tom Edwards, Lutweiler, Cairns, Coleman. They're just, 14, 15 players of a, Mackay, I've not even mentioned him. Good youngsters coming through. Finley we signed halfway through. So absolutely not. 10th is a massive underachievement. And it had to be, top 8, top 6, really, minimum, where we are challenging, we are playing well, and we are looking like we're going to get in there at all times. But not this. We weren't playing well enough. We weren't looking a threat. The tactics looked a bit stale. And at the end of the day, when it's like that, it's time to go.
Ryan Dunbar will drive Neil Lennon to, if you fancy him.
No.
You know what? He wouldn't be a good shout. It'd be a good shout, Fleetwood.
No, thanks. No, I can't. I said Eckenham. I can't deal with any more Scottish managers after Presley. I can't. 4-3-3, flexible 3, not a chance. Please, no.
Billy Davies.
But he's not managed for about 10 years.
I know.
When was that? Did he get sacked after? When you lost to, I think, Blackpool in the playoffs? Did he get sacked after that, or did he manage next season?
No, he got sacked.
Did he?
10 years ago. We lost 5-0 to Derby, and he's not been a manager since.
Oh, we got Luke.
Because of his reputation. If he went to I don't know, if he went to Fleetwood, he'll ban the media. He'll ban the media.
Oh, so, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, Luke. So we've just got Luke Turton in the calls. What would you like to say?
Luke out.
First off, I'd like to say to door out, just because you've been on my stream quite a lot. And also, I have a question.
Go on.
If you guys could pick a 5-a-side team from all your former players, who would make your team and why?
Ooh, former players. Well, definitely Brett Allrod.
Kevin Pressman in there.
DJ Campbell.
Jermaine
Southern, Adam, Ford.
Craney at the back.
Who we have in midfield? Lee, Southern, Adam or Vaughan. One of those 3.
I've had Glenn Whelan in there and Chris Brunt.
David
I
Vaughan.
want a feeling when you're watching Glenn Whelan.
David Vaughan, jilts in nets.
Mark Crossler.
Nice.
Oh, shit sounds.
Mark Crossler, Steve Chettle.
Love him.
Chris Bott Williams. Ian Wone. And Kevin Campbell up front.
I'll go. Davies, Scott Davies. I'll go Pondy at the back. I'll go Suter with him. Oh, no, Charlie Taylor with him. Now, good left back. And then I'd go that's a good question, Luke, Midfield, Sarcevic, he scored the goal to get us up. And up front, I'd have Vardy going a bit of pacing behind.
Gotta be Vardy.
I wonder how he's doing nowadays. I don't think he'll quite put it in the Premier League.
I don't know. He didn't really cut it at Wednesday. He just went on to more clubs, and then I don't know where he is. I think he's stacking shelves, isn't he?
Oh, it's gone. It's gone, Luke. We're struggling to hear it. I don't know why he couldn't hear us talking. That's weird. I don't know why that is.
I think I've had Kevin Pressman in there.
Kevin Pressman. Des Walker.
Yeah.
Des Walker. Yeah, Des Walker.
Look at it, Joe, like an excited child when he mentions Des Walker.
Des Walker's a legend.
Des Walker. Des Walker's a truck driver now.
No, I thought he's at Derby.
Hello?
No, Dev Walker was a truck driver for a while.
No, he's at Derby now. He's at Derby.
He's at Derby now.
Yeah, he's at Derby.
I'll definitely have Paolo Di Canio up top. Benito Carboni in midfield. I'm trying to think.
Carboni, he was at Forest, he was.
Carboni.
Yeah, he was on loan now. On loan.
Is that when did you go there?
90. Was it 99? Ron Atkinson was manager. It was in 97, 98. It was in it.
Who would Tyler's five-a-side team be from Charlton, Tyler?
Oh, I'd have Clive Mendonca up front, Ademola Lookman in midfield, back to probably Patrick Bauer and Joe Gomez, and then in net Sam Bartram because he's an absolute legend.
Joe Gomez.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Gomez
came through our academy.
Yeah, good player he is.
Yeah,
good player. But I have Mark Crossley, Steve Chettle.
When are you getting Mark Crossley to talk to you, though? That's got to be someone you've got to get on soon.
I'll get on. Hopefully, I'll get him on soon.
Mark Crossley, his podcast, by the way, Under the Coshes.
Yeah,
amazing.
Mark Crossley score a header against Gareth Bale in defence.
I tell you what I like about him, obviously, I know Doyle's got the hat. He does like this walking brilliant thing, and he's got loads of people talking about the mental health, going out, just talking and going for a walk. It's brilliant, you know what I mean? And,
I love it. You know what? With that, when he first started doing it, I thought, you know what? I think that's good because I do it. I go out just with my music on, just go for a walk, and with this pandemic now, I think that's what people need to do because sticking in the house for 24 hours at home is mental health will go up the roof.
So Derby have got an outbreak of COVID now at their training ground.
Oh,
we
want to know about the takeover. What is happening about the takeover, Derby?
Lisa, we want to know.
Lisa, where are you, Lisa?
Do you know what I found funny the other day, by the way? So, obviously, I watch Lee. Sometimes I watch. Well, when you lose, I watch Lee's. Watch on the back. So literally, right? They score, and he always goes, "I need a goal from the goal machine." And then I thought, right, I can't watch this. I need to go 3 minutes. Right, what was funny, right? It was like this in the chat. I was like, Lee, like the chat's right in front of you. You can watch the game and you'll come back to it. But, and then he was like this. So then don't say no to the game. And he's like,
oh, is that?
Oh, he scored. Bristol Rovers have scored. Oh. So then he goes back to the chat and he doesn't watch the game again. They scored again.
I was actually reading the chat when they scored. Yeah, some of that I know. But
one advice I could give, I always give it when there's like a break in play. I always have a look at the chat and then watch the game and come back to the chat.
I know, but there was a break in play.
You didn't see the 2 goals.
No.
And in your faces towards the end, it was like
just that. Somebody else do a meme on us. We're happy 1 minute and down the next. Right, I'm just going to say that. I keep getting phone calls. I keep getting phone calls in. They keep coming in from private numbers. We're just doing stupid things. So if you phone in with a private number without your number, I won't answer you. So because you're just being an idiot. So I won't take any private number calls in. Thank you very much. So if you're prepared to put your phone number up, we'll take your call. But if you want to do it as like private, it's no point. Just keep saying.
Ben, I was talking about the transfer window. What players? I know you ain't got a manager, but what players do you think you need for this window?
A goalkeeper, a right back, 2 centre halves, a left back. No, I'm joking. No, we need a striker. That's clear. I think we need another winger and another defender, and then I'll be happy. 3 additions. We'll tick along nicely.
You can take one of our.
I'll take home our Bogle off us, mate.
You can take one of our 5 players if you want.
Oh no, mate, I'm all right, thanks, pal. You're 5-1 beating. You beat Preston the weekend, you know.
Way.
15,
Jake, can you explain that to people about if people ring in, they've got to have the headphones on, have they?
If someone rings into the show, make sure your headphones are plugged into your computer so they can hear what we're saying, because they will only hear what you're saying.
Yeah,
Lee.
Right. Okay. Yeah, got it. Yeah, thanks.
To be fair, I do have a meme of a little one of Lee and Jane from a live stream. I've been keeping it when someone mentioned memes.
I forgot.
Get it on. I've seen too much of Ben.
The best thing was Jane 2 minutes before Bristol Rose score. The shite. Jane. Obviously, I learned from that Wigan game. That's the moment I fell out with Barton, and I said to my mum, I can't. He's got to. You know, I didn't say the words. I didn't say the words. He's got to go, because I never do that to a manager. And but I said, I think it's time to maybe look in a different direction. So I said it. And
apologise to Jane, because it's not the most flattering photograph.
Okay.
Go on.
Get it on.
And I've been waiting.
Get it on.
Oh.
Unbelievable.
It's unbearable sometimes, isn't it?
The other thing was, right, so Blackpool against us, right, they were 1-0 up. One of their subs went around the whole pitch to go off, right? The second one did the same, right? Lee, you stream. I didn't mention it in my stream, by the way. Like, they're going off. They should be going off. I'm going mental. I'm like, hey, calm down. Are you getting a bit, you know?
Oh, just time waste. I can't be doing with time wasting. If we time wasted, then I don't like that either.
No, but
I don't mind football. Taking it into the corner, keeping hold of the ball. That's football. But when you start going down injured, 3 people decide to take a throw in, and then they make a substitution, and he walks off. It takes 2 hours to get off the pitch. I just don't like that. I just don't like it. But I don't mind, playing football, keeping hold of the ball, taking it down to the corners. That's fine. But I just don't like this endless time wasting thing that people do. It just really annoys me.
Quick question for everyone. I know, like I said, this lockdown is getting mental now. I was just saying, especially you, Ben, why don't you start interviewing ex-Fleetwood players? Or
I've got it, actually. Do you interview them on here, by the way, Dor? Because I did ask you that, but you ignored me, you
messaged me about it?
I messaged you on Twitter, but it doesn't matter. Do you interview them on here?
Yeah, it's better. Yeah. It's so much better.
So do you upload it, like go live on a private, then upload it, then edit it a bit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so much better, because people do it on Zoom.
Zoom is horrible.
Because it's 40 minutes, and on here, all you do is press record, and then just do it as you can, and then when it's done, edit it, blah blah blah, and then it's out there. But if you do,
honest with you, I have got it planned. I just wanted a bit of a break from Fleetwood. They brought me back. But my subscriber count, I was thinking, oh my God, we know Fleetwood for 2 weeks. This is going to look Greek. But I've had content to do. Now I've got hopefully they can stretch the managerial appointment out for a week, because then I've got a bit more content to produce, which I've got planned. But I do want to do it. I'll do it at probably the end of the season, when there's more to talk about. There's more, obviously, the season on board. So that would be the aim, to do that. But I definitely would want to do it. I did it with 6 or 7 players. But the aim is definitely. Problem is with Fleetwood compared to Forest, we haven't got many legends because we're a fairly new club. Do you know what I mean? We've only just got around. You're a big club and you've had more players and you've got a bigger history. So, you know what I mean? It's tougher to go, who can interview for Fleetwood? A lot are probably still playing.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. But it's not. It doesn't have to be like just Fleetwood players. It can be.
Oh, yeah. I've got
any
a
player.
Bank, which is nice.
I know most of our channels are like it's Forest, Fleetwood, Blackpool, Sheffield Wednesday, and Charlton. But like I said, it's 2021. You've got to think of different ideas because I've got to. I can't most of my subscribers are Forest ones, but that's why. Like this transfer window, I'll be talking about transfer players who will be linked with, blah blah this and that. It's just more content.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I've done a lot on the manager situation over the last couple of days.
That's good. I'm seeing that, and that's good.
It helped with the channel.
I'll be honest with you. I want my channel. I said it at the start of the year, and I looked at it and I thought, oh, this video performed. I want to stick with Fleetwood, and I'm known as that Fleetwood kid. Yeah. And in a way, I like it, but I want to spread myself away from that a tiny bit. I'll still be doing Fleetwood vlogs. I'll still be doing Fleetwood streams. I'll still probably do reaction videos to bigger things. But I still want to do League One content because that is a league I'm in. Yeah. I'm not going to be streaming. And I've said at the end of the year, I'll do the playoff games because it's League One. Because while I'm in League One, I want to be able to do it. A bit like what Ben does very well. But I won't be making videos on another team's manager or sack and stuff like that.
Why not? Just be a fuck.
I would think about it, but I'd have to completely revamp then. That is the
the whole thing of having to rebrand yourself.
I don't want to rebrand it halfway through a season just yet. But I'm going to stick with League One content, obviously ranking stuff, predictions, and talking about the games gone on, which I'll be honest with you, I enjoy. Fleetwood haven't got a big fan base, so it's nice just to talk about other teams and like I say, I'll always be honest about other teams and
I did like it when you did your League One podcast that you were trying to do. That was quite good.
Yeah. I was going to bring that back, but obviously I am going to bring that back. Sorry, with obviously what's happening at the moment. I'm waiting for the games to just tick by, then we'll have another review of it. They aim to do 6 a season.
Did anyone see the thing from Michael Hayes saying that football could be suspended? If you look in the comments, Lee.
I don't think it will. Elite football shouldn't.
Whereabouts?
I've seen it.
Underneath Robert Foster and
Michael. Yeah, I've seen it.
Just pin it. If you can see it.
I don't. Well, that can't be. That will.
I hope it doesn't, man. I hope it doesn't.
Oh, Michael Haig.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's have a look. Football could be suspended because of the national lockdown. Expect a meeting with the sports minister tomorrow regarding the suspension of EFL games until further notice.
Why? Because all the teams most are getting tested now. When they've got it, they isolate. Simple as that. And why? In the Premier League, that should be able to continue. We need football, man. Like you don't realise. I know it's only a game.
Oh, mental health.
You don't realise. Honestly, I said to my dad and I said to my mum, I went, I'll be honest with you. Lockdown hit me at first. If I didn't have, I've got my uni work to do, but if I had anything to look forward to on a Saturday, and I'll be honest with you, Fleetwood not even playing didn't really bother me. As long as we had some English football to watch, I was okay. But I can't see them. I think football, because in Scotland they've done a month lockdown, and football's allowed to carry on.
But it's behind closed doors anyway, isn't it? So surely it's not spreading it anywhere.
It's more that the players are now spreading it between themselves when they're playing each other now, because I think that's the situation with Wednesday and Derby. Wednesday had an outbreak this morning. Derby has just announced that they have to shut their training grounds down. And
but they'll shut it down. I don't think 2 weeks will come back. They
can't. We're talking about going back to training on Thursday, apparently.
Exactly, for those that haven't got it. So, it's a difficult one. I'm just hoping football does continue.
Nick Muller's in the Ipswich fan. He says League 1 and 2 will be locked down for sure, he reckons. Definitely locked down.
They can't do it, man. They can't do it.
That would kill League 1 and League 2 clubs. How? How do they generate?
Thanks a lot, Boris. Thanks a lot. My football club could go under now. So,
that's a worry, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, but there's no money coming from to help the club. They're like going, well, you're a business, you should do it. Well, taking away what our business model is. Our business model is fanned through the door.
I mean, this is the same for little small businesses as well, though, isn't it? You know, little small businesses.
It feeds through businesses. If you've got a little tea shop and you're not getting people in, you're not going to make you rent, or you're not going to do anything. It's ridiculous. I like that. They should be allowed to play in hazmat suits. You know, like bubble football. You should do that.
Maybe it's a bit more interesting.
You know, we've got to have like the situation where we've got to be in our own separate bubble. We should just put players in that.
Let them run into each other.
Could be interesting.
Yeah, but the thing is,
no, this is like Luke saying, isn't it? He's saying that the issue is that the players such as Kyle Walker seem to think they go invincible, doing parties all the time.
Don't blame Kyle Walker, man. It wasn't just him.
It was a
lot. Went on Christmas Day, didn't he? Regular nonetheless, so
yeah,
a party Christmas Day.
There's loads. There's loads of them.
Climbing the walls is the new growth industry, according to Stephen Roberts. I think he's right. I think everybody's climbing the wall. Are they locking us down till?
I didn't see.
The middle of February, I think, is what they were saying.
Jeez.
Mid-February.
I've not seen it because I've obviously been on my stream.
God, mid-February.
But like, this is now going to, if they lock it down again, kind of thing, and say they stop the season again, like Nick Muller said, it's going to affect the Euros again. You might as well not have a Euros or World Cup for the next couple of years.
Yeah, I agree.
Because there's no point. Because you're not getting it done.
I don't think the football season will go, if I'm honest with you. I think I'm not being funny. 24 hours ago, schools are safe. Schools are safe. Schools are great. 24 hours later, he closes them. Oh, universities and colleges close as well.
Yeah,
I would think so.
they're short. I think they're letting early learners. So, like, if you've got kids between 1 and 5 going, because they've got their own separate bubbles in the actual rooms that they go into.
So I'll be okay to go in there, and can the kids stay at home?
You should be able to. You'll probably get an email.
I'm joking, by the way.
Luke's just come back to say that what he meant was just players such as him. There's lots more he could mention, like Lanzini, Mendy at City, all these players going out and just partying. And
Mendy, the thing with Mendy didn't even party. But what Mendy done, I think he went outside someone's outside his family's, his cousin's house. It wasn't a party. Don't believe what the press say. It's just,
I know.
It's just,
no, you can't.
Press is just, they make it 10 times worse.
The problem is you get with the press, and I feel for some of them, like some papers get a bad name due to record, especially local papers and stuff, and they're the ones that then you lose. And like, say, the old man down the road who's 90 doesn't understand Twitter. He doesn't understand that he's not going to get his news when he wants it. Like, we had it at one point in our seasons. We lost the radio right to BBC Radio Sheffield completely. We had a deal agreed for it. The deal got changed by them, and they didn't do any of our games. So we had a whole section of people who didn't know how to use iFollow or didn't have the internet. We're missing out on games.
Yeah, that's true. It's a bit like, it reminds me a bit like us in our WhatsApp group. So when we're finalising everything on the Tuesday and talk about news, Lee comes in on the Monday morning and he's behind. I what, Lee, we're planning it. Hey guys, we're a bit behind, aren't we? Lee, you say every week, where are you? Back to the house. I'm running it at the moment.
Quick question, lad. You know why you've been listening to your matches on iFollow? Has your BBC commentator been banned for going to away games?
No.
Because Forest played Preston we beat Preston, and the BBC Nottingham wasn't allowed to go to Preston because of
ridiculous.
Yeah, because they wouldn't let him go. So we had to listen through the Preston commentary.
BBC Radio Lancashire.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I don't know about you, but I don't listen to any commentary because when I'm doing my own commentary, I don't want it in my ear because I want to give my own views. Yeah. And I think commentary will distract me when I can already comment on a football game. You know what I mean? But
no, it wasn't upset because I didn't do a watch along on Saturday because I was at work.
Yeah,
and
you don't do some for some games, do you?
Yeah.
I sometimes listen because there's a few things you don't know exactly what's going on. You know, with the you can't tell what's going on sometimes. So it is good.
No, I'm the same with Ben. I'm the same. When I do my watch alongs, I don't listen to commentary. I blank it out. But
oh dear.
But BBC said when Forest play away, the BBC Nottingham can't go to away games because of the COVID. And I thought to myself, listen to Preston.
Yeah.
You're paying a £10, you want your own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
if you're listening, if you're paying a £10 and you're getting Preston commentary, you're going to get Preston buyer.
Exactly. But lucky enough, we had an ex-Forest player, Paul McKenna, on there, and he was still being biased towards Forest. I was like, what? Come on.
Right? How could that be?
Ridiculous. Come on, McKenna. You used to play for Forest. Both teams. Come on.
He probably still lives in Lancaster, so somebody knows where he lives, so you don't want to say something wrong.
Yeah, Stephen Roberts is saying there has been the odd game for Blackpool where we've had to listen to the other commentary, but mainly it's been Radio Lancashire for us.
Yeah, but it was pre-warning because I think it was a BBC's decision, not the club. It was a BBC decision saying they can't go to away clubs of the tier 4 kids. So just be warned, they won't let you listen to your.
Right.
Sorry, hang on. I've got to bring this up. It's not football related, but it's funny. Hang on, let me find it.
What's that? Show us. Give it.
I'll show you.
Southampton still winning Liverpool 1-0.
Can I just say, thanks to all this drama, I've not stopped editing, filming. I've not had anything to eat since my Cheerios at 11 o'clock this morning. By the way, Barton, look what you've caused. The Christmas weight's coming off, guys.
Listen, I'm losing weight. I went for a jog this morning,
I saw you went for a jog. I was like, oh wow, he's actually getting exercise.
I did 6.5K this morning. Oh my god.
Oh.
Small that. I can't read that.
The small man on the deck isn't 2 meters away and he's not wearing a face mask indoors. Absolutely disgraced.
Yeah, I did 6.5K this morning and my legs were gone.
I did my first run. I think it was like only a mile and a half. I took my daughter to school and I just thought, you know what, I don't know run and my legs are dead, but I need to get fit.
Mark Porter said he was on his way home from work this evening in Aki and turned the radio on and heard Ben's interview on the Radio Lancashire. Always speaks well. So
Can I just say, thank you very much, Mark, by the way. And I just want to say, that interview came halfway through a meltdown for me because obviously with my uni work, I had to submit it. I submitted it to the right place, I deleted it. And honestly, I felt like crying because I could have, like, if it wasn't uploaded by 9 o'clock tonight, I would have been gone. So I had to be up. So eventually, but yeah, it was, I spoke my mind, but I'm still a bit upset that he's gone. But I don't know. I don't have any emotion, but I'm upset. But I don't get it. I'm like a woman, I say one thing, I mean the other.
Oh, don't friend Lisa. Don't friend Lisa.
Should be wanting ruining out next week.
Oh God!
Right, I think call it a wrap at that, folks. I think we've discussed everything.
Yeah,
we've discussed everything.
Thanks for tuning in, folks. If you're watching this on the rerun again, post some comments in. Stay safe, everybody. We don't know whether football's going to be on or not on. We don't really know, do we?
And the other thing, if like, come watch our channels as well. All our channels as well.
Yes.
All our channels.
What's all your goals quickly? What's all your subscriber goals by the end of 2021 to wrap us up?
I've hit it already, so I don't know what to do.
Go for 2K.
Yeah.
2K.
What about you? What's your target? 5K?
Yeah, if I can.
What about you, Tyler?
I'll go for 4K.
What are you on now?
Approaching 2.7.
Can I just ask you one thing, Tyler? Because I'm interested in this. Have you noticed a difference in the rise since you've been in League One to League Championship?
Yeah.
It's the same.
It's been when I was in the Championship, it shot up. Like it just went up, and then.
Because I remember when you was on my video, you only had like 200-300 at the time.
Yeah.
So I put it down when you came on my channel. You got all these subs.
Yeah, because when we got promoted, my channel just grew up and just went flying. Then we had the great start, and then the infamous Millwall vlog.
Which, you didn't pay yet by
What's that? What's that, Tyler?
Huh?
what's the infamous Millwall?
I think Millwall. I think he said something about beating Millwall, and then
that was my
beat
meme.
2-1.
That was my meme. Yeah, we lost 2-1 in the last minute, and then I was actually going to take this out of my vlog. I was like, no, I better not say that. But I thought, you know what, I'll leave it in. And I said, at the end of the day, it's 3 points that's going to help Millwall stay up. They come 8th and we went down, so I got instant karma.
Just before we go,
did that get mentioned at the end of the stream? At the end of the season?
I gotta say, you got a phone call. Somebody trying to ring you.
Yes, it's not coming through. Just try again, Russ. He wants to talk about football.
My personal goal is 7.5k. It'd be a tough goal, but I think we could get there. I'm 170 away from 6k at the moment.
What's yours? What's yours?
4k. 4. I think I'm on 3.2. I think.
Oh, mate, you'll smash that. I think you'll be on about. I think you're near 5.
But my target is 5 for the end of the year, but baby steps.
It's hard with no vlog, isn't it?
It's difficult. It's so hard.
The problem is, I don't know if you've got this, guy. So when you do a watch along,
is that Russ?
It is Lee. How you doing, mate? You okay?
Yes, fine, thanks. Russ is just calling in.
Hi guys, how you doing? You okay?
Yeah, we're good, mate.
Very good, mate.
It's been confirmed tonight at the Boris Johnson press briefing that elite football will be continuing throughout lockdown. So Premier League, Championship, League 1, League 2 and the National League North and National League South will still be continuing through this lockdown. I think anything below National League South, the National League North and National League which will be stopping.
Woohoo!
To give you the information, guys.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
So I don't know. So I don't know if you guys get this. You gain subs obviously when you do your watch and you gain if you maybe doing it. But you notice, don't you? You hardly gain as many as you would after a vlog. In the week. You've not got a watch along. When you do a watch along, you gain when you've done it, and maybe gain while you're streaming, and maybe a couple drawn up. But when you did a vlog, you gain steady throughout the week, where normally on a watch along you're hoping your subs come from there because you don't get as many during the week, do you? I don't know if you guys get that.
No. I think it's also because you get other fans watching you, though.
Yeah.
You get other fans watching you, then they want to hear your view on their team and your team at the same time. I think sometimes it's all about networking, isn't it? Let's be honest with you.
Quick question.
Would it be a good idea to like for us to try and get like a rival? Say if you're playing Preston this week, or if we'd have had a Preston fan on this week, if you're getting them on Saturday, would that be a good thing on this channel, do you think? To get the team you're playing to join.
It's finding them though.
I'll be honest with you.
I've got another incoming call. Sorry, folks. Just hello.
I think it's also
hello.
Who's that?
Hello.
Hiya. Can you hear us?
Oh, it's got to. Who's that? Yeah, you was doing a phone, and is that Lee?
It is Lee. Yeah, well, you got to put some headphones on to hear everybody. You need to turn your stream down.
All right, then. No dramas, pal.
Thanks
very much.
Okay. Well, if you plug some headphones into your computer and then we can't hear us.
I never thought the day that Lee would be thinking somebody else.
Thank you very much.
Okay. All right.
Thank you. Bye.
Yeah. So it's a new thing. So basically, if anybody wants to phone into the show, you've got to have your headphones plugged into your computer. Then you can hear everybody talking.
So basically, you want one headphone in your computer and then your phone to your ear. Then you'll get it.
I believe in. It's nice to have other fans on, but I like doing the show on my own normally, if I'm honest with you, because it's just my thoughts. You know what I mean? It's nice on like an aftermouth, but I think obviously. I prefer it when you do it on your own.
Why didn't you do it like? Because I've started doing previews with rival fans and reviews as well. So why didn't you not do that?
Yeah, I do that for some games, but some games.
It's finding it hard to find rival vloggers. It's always like really young kids. That...
Yeah, but Lee, you don't need just YouTubers. You can get fans because I've got quite a lot. I got
actual people who write instead of actually video or audio bloggers like podcasts.
Podcasts don't get vloggers on.
No, I know they don't. No, they just get fans on. Don't
I
they?
go on Twitter, and I'll say, is there, I don't know, a country fan or whatever fan, and I get those DMs, and they say, "Oh, come on, Friday."
I'll try it. That's a good idea. I never even thought of that, door, to be honest.
It really helped mine when I agreed something from Swansea away.
Yeah, because I think I've had Jake on, I've had loads of people on. I've missed one. I've missed one rival fan so far from the whole season. And
do you have them on a preview show or actually on the live stream itself?
You've done both, haven't you?
I've done both because you know, if it's like, I don't know, like it was Christmas. I think it was New Year's Day. No, Christmas Day, and I had Ben HD. I told him to pre-record it. And sometimes I'll do live streams as well, like on a Friday night, 9 o'clock. So it's like I said, just talk about his club. He'll get his thoughts about my club as well, because I think it's interesting to get other fans' opinion.
Another point of view than your.
Yeah, I think, and that's why, and this is why it's been good for my channel, because you try and get as much content out as possible regarding your club, because I'm not trying to be disrespectful I'm not trying to be disrespectful to other YouTubers. I'm like, me personally, I think I don't know England much long, and I wasn't interested in doing England at all.
It's like when Wednesday played Nottingham Forest, I went on Door's channel, and then Door went on Dexterity Boxer's channel, and he who I go on his channel after the games, and we have a post-match talk about the game, and go from there. I think
that's what you lot should do. Well, that's me.
No, I totally agree with you. I will try that. And I never thought of just getting in touch with fans. I've been trying to get in touch with YouTubers, but I can never find any good YouTubers. It's like really hard to find them.
Lee, all it is, go on Twitter, hashtag the team that you're playing against, and just get them on. Because like I said, there's been quite a lot who are not YouTubers, they're just fans.
Yeah, total sense. You find out.
I've got like a Cardiff vlogger on Friday as well, and he's a YouTuber, but I've got another Cardiff fan as well. That's just a fan. So
yeah, it's just a fan. Yeah,
that's a fan. Really good show tonight, guys.
Yeah,
good. Enjoyed it.
It's been really good.
It's first one back, but thank you for having me on again.
Yeah, you're welcome. It's nice to see you all. As I say, thanks for everybody tuning in. We'll try and get this phone-in thing sorted properly, and
I'll try and do tech support for him next time and see what we can do.
Yeah, it's just in case they need to have the headphone in one ear so they can hear, and you don't get the feedback then as well, do you? Right, okay. Well, thanks a lot for watching the show.
Thank you.
Guys.
Up the bogey ball, come on.
Bye, everyone.
Hooters.